Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. We are back again with a good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio. Stellar Match. So I did a little bit of research, right? I'm very passionate about this topic because I don't believe in lying. So now that's gonna fuck it up for my OnlyFans. Now they gonna know that I'm bullshit. I ain't being honest with myself. Y'all look good, man. Everybody looks healthy. Is that like that's a thing?
Don't mind me if I get a little emotional in regards to the topic of discussion.
Carl Thomas.
Because that's just who I am. I'm an emotional being.
Yeah, it's a very fucking serious topic, especially when you get to a certain age, right? Like, because you're probably gonna bump into a lot of single mothers. All right, good day, people. Y'all ready?
Hey, that's what he was when he said he was.
I was coming for heads. All right, let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go.
Black don't crack, baby.
Good day, people. Hold on, it's kind of hard to do it with this. I just want to show off all right, you can find the staple rolls, just so y'all know that we are complying with legal social distancing laws and rules. Well, some of us are, right?
I love love.
We plan on, being as consistent as possible, so just stay tuned to us, man.
Now I gotta work. Focus on not looking down at the screen.
What's good?
Good day, people. Welcome. Hold on. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, let me turn that down. Okay, I gotta keep that low, because that'll definitely distract me. Good day, people. Good day. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another season of Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, The Conversation, hosted by moi, Larry Little, the love coach. And then there's somebody else that's usually to my right, but he's not there yet. But y'all already know why, because he's usually fashionably late. That's how he likes to appear to the public. And but you know who it is over there? My big brother, the best wingman in the world, the Deuce. Still not there. He's not gonna bust through the screen just yet. He's not.
I'm here.
Uh-oh, he's coming. I hear voices. I hear words.
I'm here.
I just knocked my headset off, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Oh, look at
Champ is here.
The
The
champ.
Champ is in the building. Why is he? Wait, why does it look like? Why are you not like? Why is he not in the?
Here you go.
Wait, how's it working? Am I? Wait a second, bro. Wait, hold on. How come he's not in the screen like we are? How come he gets the whole thing?
I'm alternating.
Oh, okay. All right. You fancy over there. What's popping, the Deuce? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. I really want to know how I get to see the preview screen and how everybody else sees it. So you have to put me on.
You got to show up on time in order to get those benefits.
Oh man,
but you fashionably
you
late.
talking one
already?
You talking about one of them dad lessons? Be early enough, leave early enough that you can be late and still be on time.
Yeah, that part. They miss us. I gotta give you hell.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's episode 1 of the new season, Talk Trauma. We got a new host with us, my other right-hand man. Some of y'all know him from, the last 2 decades of life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that we ride together, we die together. My man, Mr. Fix It.
Bad
behind
boys
the board.
for life.
You already
know. What's good, everybody?
You know what I'm saying?
Glad to be here.
He you know what I'm saying? I want to thank you personally for committing to the idea of making sure that we present ourselves very well in this environment. I thank you for that. I love you for that, brother.
Yo, listen, man, you my brother forever, bro. You already know that shit. There's no way.
Yo.
There's no way. There's no way. I had to make sure that this continued because the first two seasons were amazing, so we had to continue with the third. You know what I mean? And the fourth and the fifth, and until we decide or you decide that you don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Nah, hell yeah, man. And I had said in one of my albums, one of my songs last year that my fourth decade is gonna be my most cocky, and I turned 40. You know, not too long ago, coming into this year. So I'm very well prepared. As you can see, I'm sexy. I got my sexy on.
I see
You know
you,
what I'm
big
saying?
dog. I see you. I
I'm
see you.
broke, baby. I'm broke, baby. I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money. You know what I mean? So we, but I thank you for helping me make it look good. What is this background that you got, bro? The deuce. What is that?
You know me. I'm creative. I got energy. I saw that background. I was just gonna go with my room, and then I saw that background. I was like, nah. I said, there's a lot going on behind me, just like there's a lot going on in my head, and I gotta go with that one today. As you see, there's a dude right there, right above my head. He's lounging. I feel like I'm lounging. There's
Word,
somebody
Word.
there.
word,
You look
word,
like
word.
There's a cute shorty
you
right
look like
there.
you lounging, bro.
She right there.
Is she working
She
out?
waiting for.
Look like she
I don't know.
curling
Either
back
that or
there.
she
She
waiting
trying to
for
stay
somebody to
fit.
come.
You look mad comfortable. Like you look like you're in another world, bro.
And my man right there, he's in the light, but he's ready to leave. And that's me. I don't want to be in the mall. I'm out. I grab me
Oh
some
man.
food from the food court over here, and I'm gone.
I've been
In and
watching
out.
some crazy I've been watching some crazy TikTok videos. Like, is it just me or does TikTok make you want to eat after like 10 minutes of
Yo, they
watching
post some
TikTok?
crazy shit on there, man. You be
Some
like, yo,
super
I want
fly
to
shit
try that.
sometimes.
I
For
want to
real,
try it.
man. Like there's a couple things. And
You can't.
Deuce's background is making me hungry right now. I've been starving myself for the last hour because I was so excited to get on this camera
Yo, you
and
look good, man.
I didn't want to look bloated or nothing, so I
You
ain't
look
eating. I'm
good,
not
man.
eating until after. You know what I mean?
Hey,
You
So
what
look
we
good.
thank
supposed to do?
y'all.
Because I sure enough made lunch.
What you make, man?
Would you
I
word?
had I took some chicken salad, put it in a lettuce wrap, added some avocado and some tomato, and called it a meal. And I had one leftover rib
That
from
actually
from
sounds
Sounds like
last
good.
a
night.
meal.
The
Sounds
rib, the
like a
rib
meal, bro.
part though, you kind of just messed it up, man. You went from healthy to ribs.
So as like my brother just said, except for I was watching IG, and so this guy I follow on IG, he cooks and he made some ribs. I was like, yo, I got one rib left. I got one rib left. I went in my fridge and I ate that one rib in tribute. It was
Eating
good.
the rib while he was waiting on the wrap.
I want a rib right now. Thank you for saying
Yo,
that.
you guys see that? You
Straight
guys
up.
see that shit going around? It's either on IG or TikTok, man, where dude took a chicken wing, dipped it in pancake batter, and put it in a waffle iron, bro. Waffles and chicken wing.
That sounds
Yeah, I
disgusting.
did. It did.
Oh,
It
matter
did.
of fact,
I did.
see, now
Yeah.
I'm
That
bugging
shit
out.
sound crack. The
I'm
wings
bugging
gotta
out.
be good though.
We used to make. I worked in a restaurant. We used to make chicken and waffles. That's what it was. That's what it was called, chicken and a waffle. And it came on the stick. It was two chicken tenders and the waffle batter on the stick, and you eat it with your hand, like you hold the
That
stick,
sounds
and the
delicious.
waffle got the chicken in it, and you bite it with the syrup on it. That shit
I
was
know
mean.
you. I Deuce.
Yeah.
I know you've had chicken and waffles,
Oh, of course.
man. All right.
Shout out.
I've eaten good chicken and waffle spots. I'm in Harlem, around the nation, but Harlem was the first place I think I had it.
So chicken and waffles
Shout out
as a
to.
finger
Shout out.
food, man.
Real talk. Fair shit. Shout out to Chicken Charlie.
Yo, let's get it.
All right.
Shout out to the
Are
eight in the
y'all
chat
ready?
right now. What's good, everybody?
Shout out to the 8 in the chat. Does that 8 include us? Is it 3 of us and then 5 more people?
I'm actually not tuned in
Oh, I'm
because
not
I'm
in there
right
either.
here. So I mean, y'all plus whoever else.
Oh, we're not. We're not automatically in there. All
Nope.
right. So,
That's it.
all right. So,
That's an authentic 9 right now in the chat. Shout out. What's good, everybody? You guys are tuned
all
in
right.
to
So
Talk Trauma. You know the vibes.
we're gonna keep track of those 8. We gotta keep. I'm not gonna keep an eye on the comments. I'm gonna let y'all do that, and then y'all relay that information to me if
Put
you
a
see
thumbs up in
something
the chat. Let us know you
that we
here.
need to address.
Before we
All
get
right.
into it, I just
Uh-oh.
want to give you a shout out to your shirt, man. I liked it. I like how you stuck to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
just
people who helped you out along the way.
yeah. I don't usually plug like the stuff that I do so much, but since you said that, now I'll address it. So for those that don't know, the person on my shirt is professional wrestler Kimberly, and we're working with her now. For the next year or so, we have an exclusive corporate brand agreement with her, Kill Love Media Group, to manage her brand and in the digital space, promotion and
That shirt's
marketing wise.
fire.
So this is for sale. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all can shout out Kimberly at Kimber KIMBER _ LEE 90 on everything, Twitter, Instagram. You know what I mean? She's on OnlyFans and all that other stuff too. So that's the collaboration right there. Kimberly and Kill Love Media Group.
And they could buy that shirt right there in the OnlyFans or through her social media.
Oh yeah, that's for sale on everything. Once you tap in with her, the links to all of this, you know what I mean? You'll find it through her. All right. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
We're gonna have some real conversations because we grown now, right? So we all in the 40 club now.
Almost. I'm almost
one.
there.
Oh, man.
I'm almost there.
We all in the 40 club now, so like we can have the real conversations, right?
The real shit.
Real shit. It ain't gotta all be entertainment. It ain't really gotta all be about comedy and jokes and shit. We can have some real conversations. All right. So what we gonna talk about today? I did some research last night too. Turned it up a notch. I hope y'all ready because I got some crazy statistics. Who does these? I don't even know these surveys where they get them from. But anyway, all right. So what we're talking about today is we're gonna talk. We got two topics to discuss: half and half. First topic is gonna be what or how much does the opinion of others mean to you in your life, and then second is going to be how has or what was it, emotional trauma, your emotional trauma, how that affects your current relationships and your current life. Do you guys have a preference on which one you'd like to talk about first?
Either one is gonna be good for me. So
All right.
no preference here.
I like that. I know the Deuce is always ready. He's always locked and loaded. So you ready? Do you have a towel? I can't see you.
That's his robe, bro. It's just the lining of his robe. Yo, he's real swag right now. So look, he rocky.
Okay. He's
Yo,
ready
listen,
to walk
man.
the ring. Okay. All right,
Yo,
cool.
we Van the Holyfield.
All right.
George
So
Foreman.
we'll do it like this. We're gonna start
Great.
the conversation. We're gonna start the conversation with a question. And the question is what the topic is. The Deuce.
Yes, sir.
How much does the opinion of others mean to you in your daily life?
In my daily life,
Yes.
minimal. I'm not gonna say
All
it
right,
doesn't because I'm
scale
human
of
being.
1 to 10. Scale of 1 to
Scale
10.
of 1 to 10,
How much does it mean to you?
probably around a 3-4.
All right, Mr. Fix It. How much on a scale of
That's a
1 to
tough one
10?
for me.
How much? That's a tough one for you.
Yeah, because
Why is it a tough one?
all right, so in my personal everyday or just my everyday period? Because you know what I do for a living, opinion matters. I renovate homes for a living.
Okay, in your personal day to day.
In my personal day to day,
Yes.
see that's touchy too, man. See that kind of touches on, both topics of today for me.
Okay.
Because there was
Scale of 1 to 10.
Now
We're going. Everybody.
10 being what? 10 being what?
I want 10 meaning that it matters like 100%, and 1 being it matters 1%.
Now 1.
Yep.
1.
Oh, that just contradicts what I wasn't expecting. That when you just said that it. Okay, all right, cool. We're gonna get back to the. We're gonna get back to
my personal.
The reason for it.
So my personal.
All right, personal. Yeah. Yes. 1. All right. My answer is 2. All right. So, since your number is the lowest, Mr. Fix It, you explain to us first how come your number is so low. So you're saying you're pretty much saying that the opinion of others doesn't matter to you.
I lived most of my life as a 10 until these
Wait,
past
what?
2 years of my life.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right? So everyone's opinion used to matter to me and matter more than my own opinion.
Ooh. And what changed?
I woke up. Shit happened that opened my eyes. And I guess
You was in a coma?
being older, not just being yeah, I guess, yeah, a reality coma. Like,
Oh,
yo, for real,
word. That's
like there's always gonna be that one thing that happens in life that opens your eyes to reality, right? And it might not happen
right.
right away. Some people are just born wide awake, right? And
Really?
then some
Shit. What them
some
niggas
people
say?
some people are, man. And then some
Okay.
people, are kind of blinded.
Okay.
They're blindfolded, they're one eye open, one eye closed kind of thing. And
Okay.
I feel like that's how I was for a while. Just valuing everyone else's opinion and perspective over my own. Even though I felt, different about it, when you have more than one person telling you something, usually it's the right way,
Hmm.
right? That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Right. So now in life, and it took me a long time, man. It's very sad. Which the saddest part about it is that I'm married now. I'm 40 years old. I'm married. I have kids of my own, and my wife, you know, would always try to steer me in the right direction. Like she's
Yeah.
your partner. Your soulmate, your significant other, the one you're supposed to trust with your life, and vice versa. So thick and thin, sickness and in health, better for worse, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
So I've been so used to doing things my way or everyone else's way that when she would tell me things, I'd listen, but I'd just be like, nah, I can't. Like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, eyes wide. All I'm gonna say is eyes wide open
So,
now. Things happen in life that change your perspective on what's best for you and what you need to do for you. And the one
okay.
thing that I do know and I've accepted wholeheartedly is that only you know what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, no one lives your life but you. So yeah, the opinion of others to me now is one. And one being the lowest, but one meaning there are certain people that I whose opinion I do value. My wife. I have a small circle. So one being
Okay.
let's say I have a handful of opinions that I hold tightly to. Everyone else's could
Okay.
just kick rocks.
That's a whew, one. All right. All right. So tell me if this makes sense to you guys. So a study a study a study finds when they come up with like this the Deuce, I'm gonna need you to respond to this one first, right? Because I know
I
you
got
like
water, not
politics.
coffee.
You like
Like what?
politics, and
I said
you
I got
know.
water, not coffee. So I'm still
Oh,
getting
I'm
up.
on water, man. That's
All right.
water, but it keeps it cold. So
All right. So a study finds that it's really healthy to care about what others think of us. That is a normal human response. We want closeness with others and we care about them. So, of course, we care about what they think and we care about our relationships with them. It's very healthy to care how we're viewed. The Deuce, how do you feel about that?
So I'm gonna have to piggyback off of what Mr. Fixix said because I didn't think about it that way, but he's right. There's certain folks that opinions matter a whole lot more,
Okay.
than others. So I think that study's probably dead on.
Ooh, dead on.
Dead on for certain people. Not it can't be everybody because
nah,
then if you worrying about everybody's opinion, nah, you gonna be going in circles. We stop those people. We talk to those people. Like, look, if you got to stop worrying about what everybody thinks. It's what you try to teach to our teenagers in our lives. You can't worry about what everybody thinks. And some folks don't get to it and figure it out until they get to their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And some people never figure it out. But,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Do you realize if no one valued anyone's opinion, there would be no such thing as fashion, or colors wouldn't matter. Like none of that shit. There wouldn't be
It don't
fashion.
matter, though.
It would just be how you dress.
But what
This
the
is
fuck
what
is
I
fashion?
decided to wear today.
That's the whole. But that's anyway though.
wouldn't
That's the way
matter.
it should be anyway though.
Yeah,
Nah.
but it's not, man.
I mean, we wouldn't
because
have fashion trends.
we are all led to believe that you're supposed to dress a specific way for a specific event. You got to wear a certain color for a certain event. You got to do this. Look, blue collar workers, white
That's not
collar
fa-
workers.
that's not-
What kind of shit is that? Why can't I wear a suit? Why can't I wear a suit to pull out an engine?
But that's fashion.
not?
A uniform is not considered fashion. So if you have
people
a
wear
job,
suits on
you
a
gotta
daily.
wear a certain uniform. That's not fashion. You gotta wear a uniform for that job.
But why?
Nah.
Because I could do the
That's
job.
not
I could do
great.
that same job dressed just like this.
Yeah,
I
of course
did.
you could.
I knew
Of course you could.
folks. I know folks in the corporate world who literally, and we're talking men. Not even going to talk about the women. Men who trade tailors so that way they can look extra sharp when they go into a meeting. Like, oh, where'd you get that tie? Oh, I got this tailor here who made this suit so I can look fly. And then, oh, I got these shoes. We got to get these specific leather Italian shoes. Why? It's because they want to project. They want the opinion.
Is
to
that the
be-
opinion or they want the response?
What's the response? The response is the opinion.
The response
The response could be more than an opinion.
the response could be more than an opinion. The response, does that mean that I care about their opinion because I know that I'm going to get a response out of them?
If you drop $3,000 on a suit so you can impress somebody, or $10,000 on a suit so you can impress somebody, you obviously care about their opinion,
right? Or you could just do the Walmart suit and call it a day.
All right, so
and then I'd be questioning your opinion.
So I don't care, that part, right? So I don't care about people's opinions, but if I'm going into a specific environment and I know that I can get a reaction out of them and that reaction will benefit me, that doesn't mean I care about their opinions. That just means that I want the reaction. So if I'm going into a business situation, my goal is to get some money out of you. And I know that if I appear like I have money, that I could get money out of you. But I don't really care if you think that I look good or not. I don't care about
if no one else
opinion of
was
me.
moving that way, then the way you dress wouldn't matter.
Right. So other people might care about opinions, but that doesn't mean that I gotta necessarily care about your opinion.
Listen, like I said, I'm a one.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna put on what I like regardless, G. I don't even care if fashion or not. That's just where I'm at, G. I'm a whole one.
so then the flip. All right. So then the flip side to that. So another study says, in some cases, putting too much time and energy into worrying about what other people think can be harmful to your self-image and your mental health. Taking others' opinions as truth can lead to a vicious cycle of insecurity and vulnerability. How you feel about that?
There's levels to it. There's levels to
Levels?
this. There's levels.
I mean, that's bullying in a nutshell.
Ooh,
'Cause
facts.
bullying puts you in that headspace, right? You're trying to fit in, but there's always that one person that'll never let you fit in, right? I.e., bully.
Okay.
Usually means they got something going on with them.
Right. Usually.
I gotta have control over this sphere,
Usually.
and I gotta say what's
I gotta
good
take
and
it out
not.
somewhere. Who am I
But
gonna take on the date?
aren't there some very public figures and very well-known, say, brands and businesses and corporations that absolutely care, like they live for the opinion, like it's their whole existence is based on what other people think.
Absolutely.
Isn't
That's why we call them influencers.
Right. They get paid for that shit too, man. That's fucking crazy. They
so?
get paid for that
They
shit.
get paid to influence opinions.
Right. Whether it be
So
fashion, technology, whatever, vacationing, bro, whatever it is.
so so when the so is that a mental health issue?
It can be. It most certainly can be. It's just like anything. Like, we talk about when you talk about health, right? Just physical health. Don't have too much sugar. Well, don't sugar is not good for you. Well, that's not true. Sugar is good for you. It's just that we eat too much.
Yeah, you're supposed
Fat
to
is
have it in
good for you. Just
moderation.
eat too much. Everything is supposed to be moderation,
But
and
the
folks
but the
blow it
human
out.
race is greedy. Which is
They
why
are.
That's
why
true.
we're having this
That's my
conversation that
opinion.
we're having right now.
That's my opinion. I agree with you, Mr. Fix-It.
See, so
Uh,
see,
It is what it is.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I said 2 just because that's my favorite number, but really my number is
Deuces.
0. My my number is 0 because I feel like it's a mental health issue when you care about a person's opinion at all.
Nah.
Like in any situation when you're caring about another person's opinion, from this is my opinion of it, that makes that you're crazy. Like you're crazy. Like why you
Nah.
care at all about what a person's thinking
So I
or
shouldn't
of
value
Practice.
I
their
shouldn't value
opinion.
my wife's opinion.
An opinion is an opinion. You can choose to value whatever you want to value. You can put value on anything. So whether it's an opinion
I
or
hear you,
it's something
man.
else,
I don't know. That's why I stand
you
at
know
a
what I
one.
mean?
I stand at a one. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna value anyone's opinion. Yo, if I ask you something, like you're one of my people, if I ask you something, man, and you tell me, because I know that you're gonna tell me straight like that. You're not gonna beat
Yeah,
around the bush and tell me some bullshit, and that I value in you.
yeah.
So when I come to you and I'm like, yo, nigga, blase blah, blase blah, and you like, yo, Joe, nigga,
Yeah.
what the fuck you doing? And I'm be like, you know what? You right. That's
So
because
it's different.
I value your opinion. So for me to say that I don't have that handful, yo, I'd be lying to myself and everybody else.
It's different when you ask a person for their opinion.
All right, see, now we're talking apples and oranges.
Well, so if I just walk out, if I'm waking up and then I'm deciding, like, if I'm deciding what I'm gonna wear today, but I'm in my own space, and I go into my closet and I'm deciding on what I'm gonna wear today, and I'm putting it on the bed, like boom, boom, boom. I look at it, nah, somebody like this person's gonna think this. I'll go into the world, they're gonna think this, they're gonna think this, they're gonna think this. Nah, I'm gonna pick out some shit. Like, why? Like, that's crazy.
I just want
Like
to make
now,
sure I look good when I
Larry,
put something on.
Miss Dr. Love, Mr. Larry Love. I'm gonna
it's
say
fine.
this. I'm gonna be straight up. So right when we did my late sound check, because I was late, I said, all right, I said, I'll be right back, right? I'm gonna go put on some clothes. Your
Yep,
joke was, what'd you say? I'm gonna come back with a wrinkled shirt.
yep.
It's like, all right, well, and I went in my closet. I wasn't going to put on nothing wrinkled, but I was like, all right, do I want to? What do I want to project today? Do I want to? I was like, all right, yeah, right. Do I want to project sports? I was like, oh, there goes my Jets jersey, but we not in the Super Bowl, so I'm not wearing that. Do I want to wear my Yankees? Well, Super Bowl is not over, so I don't quite know if I want to wear the Yankees with the deuce on the back, but it's always stylish. Don't want to wear a button down? No, I'm not wearing a button down today. I said, you know what? I feel like being fun today. There's a robe sitting in the back of my closet that I've never ever worn. I'm putting out the robe and I'm coming out just like the champ is here. The champ is
Right.
here. The
Yeah, you
champ
know what
is
I'm
here.
saying?
That was the story. I was like, yo, I'm rocking with this opinion today. I'm gonna
Word
be
up.
fun. I'm gonna be fun. And that was
Because
the opinion. That's the projection I wanted to give.
right, because you didn't you and you did that without caring about what anybody else was gonna think, right?
No, absolutely not. I absolutely cared about what you thought. I wanted you I wanted you to know that I'm coming for fun today. I want them people to know I'm coming for fun today. Now, if you clown me, absolutely, I didn't care about that. That I didn't care about. If you're going to clown me, I didn't care about. I cared about wanting you and the people to know that, all right, we having fun today. We're going to have a good time. We're going to show and show out. But if you clowning me, you got jokes on me. Nah, I don't care about that. Whatever. That's the zero.
Right.
That's zero. The people who are rolling with me and laughing with me, yeah, I'm on 10 with them right now.
Hell yeah, son. That's what I'm talking about.
We respect that. That's why I don't give my opinion to people unless they ask me for it. Like, if you ask me for an opinion, I'll respond. Other than that, like, you can show up around me however you feel like it. I might crack a joke, maybe, but most of the time I won't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's however you want to present yourself to me or around the world or whatever. Like, I'm riding with you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I love you. I love you from the inside out. So I don't really give a fuck. But you know, if you
In
show
my
up with a
mind,
Rangers
I'm like, I
t-shirt,
don't know what
you
the
what I mean?
fuck he was thinking, but yeah, we all
You know
go
what I mean?
vibe though.
You know what I mean? So, but there are some people that absolutely live their life based on, like, they move every moment of their life. Like, what is somebody else gonna think about me? Like, what are people gonna think about me? You know what I
Right.
mean? And
That's not moderation.
that shit is crazy. You know, there's a
dude, that
word.
causes a lot of mental illness, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. There's a word for it. Did y'all know that there's a word for it?
What's the word?
Insane, insanity, crazy,
That part too.
lack of knowledge.
All right. So
Problem.
it says, what is it? It says, what is it called when you only when you only care about what others think? But those people exist too. All right. In the worst cases, anxiety. Yeah, that is sad.
Ex-girlfriend. That's what we'll call her. That's
Ooh,
what the word is. No, that's a kidding. Go ahead.
shots fired. Bang bang.
Jokes. I'm not dating nobody like that. Go ahead.
He straight killed it.
Shots
Like, yo,
fired.
it's done. It's dead. It's dead.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, man. All right. In the worst cases, anxiety about the approval of others can blow up into a debilitating fear, a diagnosable psychological condition called, I can't even pronounce this bitch. I can't. I'm not even gonna try. Allodoxophobia. Allodoxophobia.
Allodoxophobia.
Spell it for those in the back. Spell it for those.
ALL. I'm spelling it. Y'all ready?
Okay.
ALLO D as in dog O X A phobia.
Allodoxophobia.
Allodoxophobia.
Allodoxophobia. That's what it reads to me.
Allophobia. There we go.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't become a mental illness, worrying about the opinions of others can lower your basic competence in ordinary tasks, such as making decisions. That's fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
Like, so that would really make me feel like,
so all you bullies out there, I'm coming for you.
I wouldn't give a fuck about nobody's opinion. Why would I do that to myself? Why would I want to put myself in a position to give a fuck about what other people think of me?
You're saying of you, so that breaks it down into personal. But yeah.
Oh well, okay, yeah. It was. I guess it is kind of like a general stance for what that is, what that means. Yeah, that shit is that's weird. That shit is weird. So out of all us three, so that's what your Deuce, your number was a what? What was your number? 1 to 10?
I said my 3, 4. I think I said 3, 4.
So we got 3, 1, and 2. What's that? 6
divided by 3.
So 6 out of 30.
2.
So 6 out of 30 for us, right? So pretty much we don't give a fuck about, right?
I'm gonna be honest, and if I know you guys the way I feel I know you guys, you really don't give a fuck about anyone's opinion. So like, let's just be real. Like, yo, listen, Larry, you gonna move the way you need to move, regardless of what anyone says. Deuce, you gonna move the way you need to move, regardless of what anyone says. All you gonna do is chop up the deuce. You out.
Word up.
Yo, I'm gonna move the way I need to move, regardless of what anyone else fucking says, bro. Like real shit.
Yeah, nah. So do y'all think it's an age thing? You think we like that because we older now?
I think
Or
that helped me. I think it took me a very long time to get to the spot I am right now, man. And I wish I didn't take me as long as it did. So for me, yeah, it's an age thing because the older I got, the wiser I became, and the more hip I became to everyone else's bullshit.
word.
I think for me,
How,
my number would have just lowered as I got older, and not that I ever put a tremendous of value in everybody's opinion, because I did, as a youngster, teenager, but not tremendous. It was some, and then as I got older, I started caring less, and that's just, I think that part of it for the average person is natural. Like we'll talk about and we'll clown and crack jokes about old people with sharp tongues. Why? Because they feel like they're 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. They're
Don't
about to
give
be
a
off
fuck.
this earth. They don't care no more. Just like the president. You know how much it takes in him not to curse during one of his speeches? Because
I'll
he
be
don't
like, you
care no more.
motherfuckers.
he
So
don't
tired
give
of
a
y'all
fuck, for real.
posting about me on the tickety tockety.
I don't even know what
He
that
don't
thing
give
is.
a fuck.
My great granddaughter had to show me. I'm like because you just get to that age where you just don't. It's like, what if it was a 10, it became a 2, it became a 1. So you know what?
What were
I
we
only
talking
care what
about
this person
again?
is to that person.
Right. Like what?
If there's Yeah, nah, we definitely. I've always never given a fuck, but I wanted.
Now you just care
I like
a little bit. A little bit
I like
more.
the
It's
response.
about my opinion.
I like people responses, but I don't give a fuck about their opinion though.
So the
Like
response, what do you get out of the responses?
I definitely want to walk in a room and niggas be like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like for sure.
I mean,
But I really don't
who
give a
doesn't
fuck
want
if
that?
they don't do that though.
But
You
my
know what I
thing
mean?
is this, man. If that wasn't made a thing, would we care?
Of course not.
Because we wouldn't know about it.
True
It's the
indeed.
thing. It's all how we will bring all this shit that we do and what we talk about today is because of the brainwashing we have experienced over decades of time. But that's a whole nother topic.
Programming.
You
All
know
right.
what?
Is anybody?
You are kind of cold. I just want you to know that. I
I'm a
just thought about that. I was like,
who, Lawrence or me?
Larry Love. Yeah,
Oh,
Larry Love.
listen.
I stayed at his crib and literally worn a sweatshirt and a Scully to bed, but he likes it cold in the crib. So he didn't care about my opinion. He didn't care that I was shivering underneath a blanket.
Yeah, give a fuck.
But he liked it on
He was like, yo.
64. He's like, yo.
I'll let the kids freeze. I don't play.
He
Hey,
do. He will let the kids
Put a
freeze up.
blanket on.
I got it. Yeah,
Lord
straight up.
knows
Put a
I'd
blanket
open
on, put a hoodie
the
on,
window
like,
for the kids in the winter. I mean, in the
I
summer.
got straight up. That's real shit. If there's anybody left in the chat, put your number down in the chat from 1 to 10. You know what I mean? What how much someone's opinion matters to your life, and then we'll be able to address, what type of psychologist or therapist you need to talk to. But I'm the love coach, so I can help too. All right. Are y'all ready for the next one? This gets real. Are y'all ready to get real? Y'all might want to take a sip. You might want to you put your hood up. You might want to get comfortable in your seat, because
Do I need to get some
table-
vodka for my water, some scotch?
the tables are about to take a turn. I'm mad. I
that.
don't have none. I'm mad. I don't have none. Yeah, we gotta change the posture for this conversation.
Change the position.
Woo!
Shit's about to
I'm
get
out.
real.
I'm
Shit
out.
is about to get real, because that's what we doing. That's what we gonna do this year. We gonna make sure this is our best year, the start of our best years, and we're gonna have the real conversations, the things that matter. You know what I'm saying? Because from my perspective, the environment that we come from, and so many people like us, the environments that we come from, these are the conversations that people don't have with us as young men And then, even the older men, they just walk away from these conversations too. So many people are just burying these topics in their backyard and, trying to walk out into the world and live life like they skeletons ain't there. So I'm going to bring it to the light, or I'm going to do everything in my power to impact. All right. The love coach, Larry Little the Love. Y'all ready? Next topic of discussion. How has your emotional trauma affected, or how does your past emotional trauma affect your current life and your current relationships? I'm going to start with some more statistics. And once again, I don't know where they do these surveys at or these tests or whatever, what neighborhoods they walk in and talk to who, I don't know. Because I definitely, in my 40 years, I have never been asked on the street. I ain't received no piece of mail that asked me to respond to nothing. I don't know where they get the numbers from. All right.
Hold on,
But
we have in the chat.
what we got?
Can't find the chat, so I'm.
You gotta open the stream, man. All right, Dion Cage. I hope I said that right. No one opinion matters. Mine is the only one that matters to me.
It's a fact. What number was it? She put 0 or she put 1?
Yeah, what was it? I'm assuming that her number would be a 0 if she says no one.
Sounds like a 0.
Sounds like a 0. Is that your number on a scale from 1 to 10? On a scale from 0 to 10 on whether 10 being the highest if someone's opinion matters to you. What's your number? I was a 1. Larry Love was a 3?
A 2. Just because it's my
Larry Love
favorite
was
number.
a 2 and Deuce was a 3.
I fucks with Dion. I could definitely see her number.
Man.
I could definitely see her number being a 0.
Oh, you know her personally? Okay,
yeah, I could definitely see her number being a 0. I like that. All right. So according to the National Council for Mental Health,
she said a 0.
There we go.
There it is.
You know what I mean? Straight up. All right. It says 70% of adults in the U.S. have experienced some type of traumatic event at least once in their lives. According to the... Huh?
Sound like they're undercounted, but go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where they get these numbers from. It just throws me off. Like, who are they? Well, okay. All right, let me finish it. Then according to the statistics for mental trauma, according to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, 61% of men and 51% of women report at least one traumatic event in their lifetimes. And about 5 out of every 100 adults, or 5% in the U.S., has PTSD in any given year. That sounds gangster. But that still sounds like a low number too, though.
I agree.
All right. So it says, how common is emotional trauma? The numbers surrounding trauma, which include physical and emotional trauma, are extraordinarily high in the United States. More than 223 million people have experienced at least one traumatic event in their lives. Diving in even deeper, 90% of those who struggle with a mental health issue report experiencing trauma. Last one. What is the most common trauma? Listen to this list. In no particular order. What is the most common trauma? Rape, domestic violence, natural disasters, severe illness or injury, the death of a loved one, and witnessing an act of violence. How serious is emotional trauma? The emotional damage from trauma can often be more harmful and harder to recover from than physical injuries, since trauma can actually alter the way our brains function, especially when that trauma is chronic. All right. So, did y'all process all of that,
A
or
lot
enough
of
of it?
process, but I got it.
It's a lot. Sheesh.
It is a lot. It
Yeah,
is a lot.
next time we got to put that up on the screen.
Yeah, you're right.
We can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
So the numbers. So I'll reiterate the numbers. So we're gonna go one. We're gonna go right down the line, and we're gonna go the Deuce, Mr. Fix It, and back around for each one. All right. 70% of adults in the U.S. have experienced some type of traumatic event and at least once in their lives. What do you think about that number, the Deuce?
As I said, I think that number's low, but I would say it's probably closer to 90. People just haven't realized their trauma
Or admitted it
or
yet.
don't,
Come forth about
yeah,
it. Talk about it.
admitted it to themselves. I
Right.
mean, we see it. I mean, folks around you might say, "Oh, yeah, you're not moving the same," but they don't see it yet. So I would say that's why I say that number is low. But I think that's also a part of where we're growing as a society. But they don't where see more it people yet. Are going to seek mental health care, and it's becoming less of a stigma. People aren't going to see the therapist and hide it. And like, yeah, I just got a standing Tuesday appointment. I can't tell you what I'm doing at 8 o'clock on Tuesday evenings, every Tuesday, but I just got an appointment that I gotta always do. Now people are saying, nah, I'm going to get help. I'm going to become a better person, that kind of thing. But please move forward, sir.
Yeah, I think that number's low. All right, Mr. Fix It. What do you think about this number? 5%, about 5% of every adult has PTSD in any given year.
Wow.
5%. I would say 5% just from military people. But go ahead. What do you think?
This is out of just in the United States, these numbers?
Yes.
I say it's pretty close to accurate. How many citizens are in the United States? What's the count? We're at.
Oh shit.
You asked
Who
the
knows?
question. I wasn't ready for
5%.
that.
I'm just saying, in comparison to that, 5% is a lot. It's a lot.
You say just
Okay.
5%? Hold up, just 5%?
5%.
But that's
Give me the stat one more time.
About 5 out of every 100, or 5% in the U.S. has PTSD in any given year.
5 out of 100. Yeah, G. There's some traumatic shit happening almost every day.
That's a fact. I think that number's low as hell. I'm thinking more like 99 people.
I'm thinking.
But you saying 5 out of 100.
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
a lot.
99 out of 100.
5 out of 100 is a lot. Do you think
I don't think
89
it's more
out of
than that.
100 people? Because you got to think of how many people we have in the United States, right? So 5 out of 100 against millions, bro, is a lot. That's a lot. That's
No, the number is still a lot. I still think it's more.
It's possible. Do you think 5
Oh,
out of 100 people every day?
100 people. If we put 100 people in one room, I'm thinking
every day.
Out of those 100 people in any given room, 99 of those people have experienced emotional trauma. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm going to factor it this way, right?
You say emotional trauma, but not all emotional trauma causes PTSD.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We're talking about PTSD. Okay, my bad. You're right.
So, but my thought is I still think that number is low, and for several things. And you're right. I think many people handle emotional trauma, and that doesn't necessarily lead to PTSD. But you just got me thinking, right? It's like, well, how many car accidents are there in a year? And not all of them are bad. Some of them are bumper to bumper, but some people freak out and stress out and have bad flashbacks from car accidents, shootouts, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. How many all of that do we have in a year? How many people got terminated and didn't see it coming? Or found out that their husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, cheated on them, or got a new kid on the way and it ain't from them. There's a lot of trauma out there.
All right,
So
Ricky
to
in the
say
chat.
just
Ricky agreed.
All right, so
Ricky agreed with Larry. He says at least 50%.
Yeah, for real.
He says at least 50%, and way more. Look, I believe he's saying that he agrees with it. He says his therapy is COD, which is called it's the game that I play, the game I stream.
Call of Duty. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So we don't get hung up on the numbers. I mean, I think all of the numbers are lower than the real numbers. That's why I said I don't know where they get where they do these surveys or tests, whatever they do, like who they do them on, and but so so to go out. So the topic anyway that we need to begin. Those were just a couple of statistics that I have found in my brief searches. Right. All right. So the question is how does your emotional trauma
Say hello.
how does
It's
your
my
emotional
Andre today.
trauma affect what up though?
Hello. As you can see, we're live.
We are live.
We're live. I think there was a video where somebody was doing after a post game interview and somebody's auntie was like jumping around in the background. He was like, "Chill, auntie, chill." Like she was mad hype. But anyway,
I've seen
She was
Uncle
ready.
Chill too.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. So how much effect does your emotional trauma have on your current life and your current relationships? All right.
Yeah.
So
How many people?
I know I deal with a whole lot of emotional trauma, and I know I buried a whole lot of it myself, and I'm just now starting to really look it in the face and actively deal with it. So for one of the statistics, it said, this number of people experience at least one emotional traumatic event. My number is like 30. You know what I'm saying? Like how many emotionally traumatic events have you guys experienced so
30 in a
far?
year?
Well,
In a lifetime?
no, overall.
A
Lifetime.
Can't call it.
Sheesh, bro.
Can't call it.
Like so many, right? Like so many, right?
There's so many. This is why this discussion, these topics, man, when you sent me this shit and you gave me the okay to start freaking posting the flyer, this is why I started going crazy with it. I've experienced so much shit in my life, man, that made me who I am. And
Right.
The reason why I move the way that I do, the reason why I do the things that I do, you have no idea. Like, I have no. Well,
right.
You know, but you guys out there, you guys don't know. Like for real.
Yeah, like
I start early.
I feel like people that come from the environments that we come from, I feel like we experience those type of events like almost weekly. And that shit has absolutely constructed the way that I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like I can't.
Word.
People they from my perspective, people like they minimalize like the effect that it actually has. So the people say things like, "I have like trust issues." They'll just be like, "I got trust issues," but it's
Right.
like
Why?
that's a very
What
broad
caused it?
motherfucking
Right.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got trust issues, bitch. Like what
Right,
the
but
fuck?
it depends
Like,
why you move it. Why are your trust issues causing you to move the way that you move? Yeah, I
right.
got a buddy
You
in
know
the
what I'm saying?
chat that says, "Yep, he takes meds for his, daily. Like he's seen a doctor for it. The older I get, it started to get to me." And he's like, especially when I stop drinking. So like
Yeah.
a lot of
Like,
people use different ways to cope with
self-medication.
this. Yeah, man. There's a lot of
like
people out
it,
there who suffer, man.
straight up, like me, like I don't drink. Well, I drink because I enjoy drinking. You know what I'm saying? But I also drink. This guy, see?
Yo, smoking is my
Why
getaway.
you worrying about my opinion? Don't worry about my opinion. Please
No.
continue.
I smoke and I play this video game.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
stream.
Because really, like when I'm sober and I have to think about my life in the moment, it automatically makes me think about my past. Because I'm like, how am I where I am today? Like whatever's going on in my life today, like what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? And then I automatically go straight to the past. Like I'm here because of that.
Right.
But when I'm drinking and partying and shit like that, then my mind is blank then it's living in the moment. I ain't thinking about
I
shit,
think that's
but
what
having fun right now.
I think that's with everyone. And the people who suffer the most are the ones who can't get away from that. Like who like the things like what people normally do, like just to get away, just to block their mind from whatever it is they're suffering from, like going out, going to a movie, going to work out, playing a video game, drinking. Like some people, none of that shit works for. And
Yeah.
those are the people who are suffering the most, man. And it's sad. And we lose a lot of people like that every day. You know?
Straight
And
up.
even some of those folks who
It's,
have those outlets, that's when we take it too far. That's when we get into to having drug habits or withdrawal habits or an addiction
It goes
because
back
they're trying so hard to escape the daily
right,
reality because they're stuck in that trauma or that emotion
right,
that they go into a loop.
right. There's a lot of adults
like,
like that today, man.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Who are stuck in their
Hmm.
Fuck yeah.
20s, but they're like 60 years old.
So I ran a poll in the Kill Talk Radio Facebook group um a couple days ago, and asking what how people how has your emotional trauma affect, how does it affect your current your current relationship, your current lives, and the options were none at all, every day, um
Facts.
a little bit, but I manage it well, and then the last one was I don't have any current relationships because of my emotional trauma from the past.
Right.
So for me, this shit is every single day. Like I can't even have sex for real without thinking about some shit that happened from my past, because sex has my relationships with women have resulted in some traumatic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like extremely cautious about who I stick my dick inside,
Right.
because because of the experiences from the past. Like that shit is fucked up. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like I'm dealing with females, and they're like, how come, like when I'm not jumping on top of them, it makes them feel some kind of way. And I'm like, yo, I can't just jump on top of you. Like I'm attracted to you. I mean, I deal with you. I'm attracted to you, but I can't just jump on top of you because I know what could possibly happen, or what could possibly happen once we do that.
Right.
I know this shit could go all the way left. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is
It's very
that's the
rare it goes
shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the shit.
It's very
Yo, bro.
rare.
I this is what my wife had told me right like when we first got married. She's like, she's like, you think that you're gonna be able to fuck me like that and I'm not gonna go crazy? I'm like, yo,
Listen,
like what the fuck? And then what happened? She went crazy, didn't she? you know what I'm saying? She went crazy, bro. And then what happens? Then I'm traumatized again. You know what I'm saying? So I went from trying to be trying to live life a certain kind of way and get away from a certain type of pain, and then going right back into it because of that.
right.
Like that shit is every single day. So of course, like now moving forward, I can't, like, how like the challenges and actually, you know, going into a relationship with a woman, like how I gotta walk on eggshells for real, and how I gotta really think about it before I do it. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
It's life,
Like how
man. This is
like
this
how do
that's
how do
the
you
part that they call they refer to as working well with others. It's
working
when
well with others?
you sacrifice part of you for somebody else. And then it goes back to the part of where opinions, whether they matter or not.
Hmm.
Yo,
What
Dion
about
has
the
a
niggas?
response in the chat. I don't know if you
Let's see.
He goes, I've experienced a lot and it does affect my current life and relationships, and I think I hold on to that still and why I think I'm still single to this day.
A lot of people, yo. A lot of people. Like how many people from our environments walk around with the mentality of fuck niggas, fuck bitches,
Right.
because they've been hurt in one relationship.
Right. Look, yo, it's like
And
that,
the,
man.
you just take it, you just carry it with you. Like that shit is like how many people are really able to just erase it and move forward like it didn't happen.
Right.
Or
Ricky
they're
response
stuck
in the
because
chat.
they've.
Facts, I
Mhm.
smoke and I keep my mind busy with positive vibes. A strong partner is also key. I am what I am because my wife stuck by my side through thick and thin. A lot
And
of
that's
people
real
hide
too.
that
I get
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
straight up.
A lot of
Like we
people
all
hide.
want that, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we all
facts,
do.
bro.
We all do.
I got lucky with mine, bro. We've been through some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got lucky with mine, man. But they out there, G. It's just when you stop looking, they
But this
disappear. Really.
that's just one example of it is relationships, like intimate relationships, sexual relationships, or romantic relationships. But so think about business relationships, how you establish people that you're willing to do business with and partner with and do
Right.
things like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how does your past shit affect going into those situations? I know a whole lot of motherfuckers that have absolutely not chased their dreams because of some shit that happened
Back
when they was
then.
kids
Yeah.
that make them feel insufficient or insecure. I don't like to use the word
Yo,
insecure, but
shit.
you know what I'm
My
saying?
Why?
life
It's appropriate.
my life plans changed
It's,
because of things that I had to do when we were younger.
yeah.
Look.
Like that shit still like so it's like when you wake up, like I think the people that look like us, people that come from the communities that we come from, I think that there's there's a lot of people that don't address these things and they disguise it with other things. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't I don't like to say people make excuses, but they do though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some bullshit. But
We hit that 1
so
hour
from
mark.
so
FYI.
from my we're gonna close out. So from my perspective, like to answer the question of the topic anyway, is I'm affected every single day. Like the shit is an ongoing. It's an ongoing. It's like sobriety. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a 1 day thing. You got to deal with it every single day, and do your best to manage your emotions in it and manage your growth in it until the day you die.
100%.
Because really, how can you ignore your past? Your present only exists because of your past. So how can you ignore it? How can you be like, yo, just move on? Like the past is the past, leave it in the past and move on. Like how?
Say this, and
That
just based on what you just said, is dating at 44 and decisions of who I date and how I move are different than the decisions I made at 21, the difference in the decisions I made at 25, 30, and 35.
Right.
Because
right.
there's a whole lot of life experience that makes me make different decisions.
Right.
There's traumas, there's good, there's bad, there's ugly, there's things I know to look out for. And it all comes together. So who I might have chosen at 25, I'm not going to choose at 44.
Right.
Right.
And so we
This
have
is
to all be mindful that we are forever changing as people. As long as you're experiencing life, you're always going to change based on your environment. Even a guy, in my mind, even a hermit who lives in the middle of the woods, he knows, all right, if I want to catch the deer, I gotta, the deer used to eat over here last year, now they eat over there. So if I want a deer for dinner, I gotta move, I gotta make a different move. Maybe I gotta leave at a different time. Maybe I gotta circle around. Everything, there's something in our environment or our lives that will constantly impact us and make us make changes. And we have to adjust to that. And not everybody adjusts well. And and things just happen. Like, yo, I love it. See, that's right on
That's it.
cue.
Look at your past creeping up on you.
One night, just walked past the room and walked in and out.
Yo, listen, that was a planned night, so
He was
she ain't creep up on nobody. But yo, I agree with you though. Listen, this guy thinks he's a comic, bro. Yo, hey, but yo, I agree. I agree with you though, man. And this is why they say the older you get, the wiser you are. You just make smarter moves, man, smarter decisions, and it's because of your life experiences. Hold that shit like wholeheartedly, man. Like it's.
Yeah.
Yo,
I- you know,
people
it-
are
I-
hard. Life is easy, bro. People are hard. Life is easy.
I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000%. And I feel like anybody who says that they're not dealing with their that they're not dealing with their emotional traumas every single day is lying. That's how I feel.
Can you repeat the topic one more time for Josh in the chat?
The topic we're discussing right now is how does your past emotional traumas affect your current life and relationships? And I feel like from my perspective and my experiences, I feel like everybody. I feel like it's every day. I feel like it's every day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some people. I've heard some people the last couple of days comment on it to me personally after they seen what the discussion was going to be today. Say, I don't relate to that. I don't connect to my trauma, so I don't deal with it like that. Like
That's kind of sad because they just disconnected from it. Like they disconnected from their experiences. Like they're hiding from it.
That is their reaction to their trauma.
that is
Disassociation.
It
Disassociation.
is.
That's
You're
kind of
pretending
that's
like it
kind of
doesn't
scary
matter.
because that could pop
You're
up
pre-
anyway, anyhow, at any time.
That's how I feel. I feel like that's like not addressing some shit. Like you running from it. Like you want to bury it so deep to pretend that it didn't happen.
Yep. Ricky says it
And
affects his life every day, and he's 45 every
yeah,
day.
straight up. It has to, right? Like it has to.
Listen, how can
It
you
has
not
to
move
affect
about
your
your
life
days,
every
not
day.
thinking about whether it have been a past mistake or something good
Yeah.
that just ended up being traumatizing in order to get it? It doesn't necessarily
Straight
have
up.
to be a negative to be a trauma.
That's what I was saying.
Yo, real
Thank you
shit.
for that.
Real
Say that again.
shit,
Put that
man.
on the screen. Put that shit on the
Yo,
screen.
it doesn't have
You know
to
what
be
I'm
a negative to be trauma, man.
saying? Word up. Straight up. Just because it was trauma in your life doesn't mean that it's a negative for you for the rest of your life. It was negative when it happened. And you can turn it and you can use that energy to transfer it into your life, the message for your life being positive. That's what I was saying. You know what I mean? I'm like, for anybody, from my perspective, anybody who says that it's not a day, that they don't deal with it every single day, from my perspective, is them avoiding it. And I think that'll do more damage in the long run. And that's why I want to have these conversations, because I'm looking for healing in my own life. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've recognized the steps that I need to take to heal in my own life. So I know that, everybody learns at their own pace, and, I'm not qualified, by some people's standards to give advice on life, but, you know, I know I don't want
Right.
anybody
You've
that I,
been on this
you
earth
know,
for 40 years. You lived life. You
oh,
lived
that's
in
a
some
fact.
circles that other folks don't know about, would love
Oh,
to know about.
you already
And
know.
there's your experience take you. Everybody's got a
Yeah.
story.
That's why I said
Everybody's got a story.
I said by some people's standards. I know I'm qualified, God damn it. Motherfuckers come sit down with me. I'm the love coach. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm qualified, but to some people's standards, I may not be qualified, but I know that I know that I want to be able to influence and inspire as many people that I can, you know, especially people that look like me and come from the places that I've been and the environments that we grew up in. And, because I feel like that's really I feel like that's what we lack a lot. You know, our specific type of community where we grew up at. You know what I'm saying? Those circles, those blocks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these conversations are not being had, and I feel like if they are, that the next generations, the ones that are coming up, will be able to navigate through this world a little bit smoother. You know what I'm saying? and that's my goal. You know what I mean? So it's it is kind of sad, like Mr. Fixer said, it is kind of sad when people kind of act like or say or don't recognize that their past traumas are present in their world and it affects the way that they move. It is kind of sad and it kind of sucks.
Trauma doesn't go away.
No, sir.
My man. There's nothing to say after that. There's nothing to say after that. This guy.
I got something to say, but there's nothing to say.
Final words. Final words. Trauma does not go away. All right, go ahead, Deuce.
Oh.
You said you had something to say.
Hey, you can cut this off at the end, but why when you have blocked people so they don't cause more drama, do they reach out to me to see if I can get you back in touch with them?
Me?
We up to the fourth person in the last 2 months.
Sheesh.
I just noticed I was trying to find the chat, and that's like, so I clicked on the chat in Facebook, and I was like, hey, can you get a message to
all I say is this on that, right? And it might be none of my business, but yo, if people walk out of your life or you walk out of their life, it's for a reason, bro. We look forward. We don't look back.
Word up. I'm closing the door behind them. You walk out of my life, I'm closing the door behind you. I'm not chasing you. Not even a little bit.
Because
all right, man. Because what?
It's danger.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Talk trauma. Listen, man. This is gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun year. 2023 is gonna be. It's gonna be a redemption for 2022, man. 2022 was an extremely difficult year for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? And not to discount anybody else's family or their situations, but I know for me and my family, it was definitely the hardest year to date. Consciously that I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to ever experience life like that again, and I don't want anybody else to ever have to experience life like with these types of thoughts. So I'm gonna do everything in my power for 2023 to make sure that I can project the message out for people of love, peace, and prosperity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do with this season of Sex, Love, and Hip Hop. The conversation, talk trauma. You know what I mean? Listen, learn, love. That's the motto for this year. That's what we on. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna just do it. We still gonna kill it. That's forever. That's for life. You know what I mean? This is the team. We in here for the people that still rock with us, that are not on your screen or in your headset. We still love y'all. Salute to you. But this is what it's gonna be. Talk trauma. Larry Little the love coach, the Deuce, Mr. Fix It. Saturdays 2023, right here. You all ready? Until next time, don't just do it.
Kill it.
You did.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said give up one time. We don't do that.
Hey, well, hello to you.
Hello.
You believe in love at first sight? I do.
I do.
And I just made the move from my crew.
Why?
So I can show the world just what I do.
Let's go.
Volume 2, back like I never left. Still feeling bulletproof, just a better vest. Them shots went through and through, I got a better chest.
Yeah.
Pulled the dagger from my heart and got a better breath. Still a boss and never rest. Just got a better team now. And my brother just got out the peen now. And the load isn't just carried by me now. And the path so clear that I can see now. Sitting high on the green now. Extra inches on the waist, got the extra baggage off of me now. Deuces, so don't just do it. Give it your all, and if you can't commit to that, then screw it. If you're back against the wall, let me see some bruises. Keep excuses to yourself, come join the movement, fuckers. Watch me killing with love, killing with sex. Why not? You killing with drugs, huh? You killing killing with lows, my nigga. For the cause, yup, anything goes, my nigga. And the cause is the fist with the rose, my nigga. So who's putting age limits on dreams? If that's how you feel, say the fuck for me. Cause the last time I checked on the check, the commas don't care if you 21 or 73. So let's get it. Dream catcher, live it. I'm a Mack truck, I'll crush your Honda Civic. Bullshit did it. Broke shit fixed it. All I gotta do is show Michaela how I'm living. Focus to make a difference. Giving because I'm gifted. No more dumbing it down. Get lit or get lifted. The only way you around for more than a visit is if the friendship comes with all of the benefits. Money, hoes, clothes, oh yeah, the business shit. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Spit it so you can hear it. Put it where you can get it. Give it so you can feel it. Lifestyle of the privilege. You wanna learn? I can show you the way. It's the realest shit around. Ain't no time for the games. Can't afford to be soft, sitting home and complain. Like, why you stare at the rain? Your ex said you ain't shit. You can take in the pain. Ain't no need to fear me. I put that on my name, love. Can you handle being helped with your pain, love? Ready to get back all that you gave, love? Tired of just being fucked, wanna make love? I already know, cause I want the same love. This the shit they can't teach in them books. In the streets, this ain't what they teach in them crooks. Thug love, yeah, that shit be good for the looks. But you know the difference between a chef and a cook, right? You know the difference, right? We do this shit. You wanna survive or you wanna live life? You wanna feel dead inside or give life? You wanna be a partner or his wife? All you gotta do is live the love to love life. Teamwork. That all. We do this shit. Dr. Love, Larry Love. It's volume 2. Killing with love. The game don't stop. Big bank, no whammies. We keep it pushing. You're only as strong as your team, remember that? Don't just do it, kill it. Yeah.